What's up, guys? It's Recidation. I'm going to give you guys a quick guide on how to use Streamlabs OBS. It's basically OBS but with the Streamlabs interface, and we are in the Editor tab. The two most important things just on this tab, just the way you even get started streaming, is with your scenes and your sources. The best analogy is that like your scenes are like, the backpack, and your sources are like the books that go in that backpack. So I created a new scene here to hold some sources. Right now, for the sake of this video, I have a camera source, which is called a video capture device, and that's my camera. That's what you see right here. And then a display capture. Basically, what a display capture is whatever I see on this monitor, the stream sees. So those are just two captures. But you can add a source here. Image, display capture, game capture for whatever game you're playing, window capture if it can't be captured through game cap. You have all these different options. Plus, it's Streamlabs OBS. So you have all these widgets like follower goal, sub goal, a bit jar, viewer count, live on stream, a donation goal, chat box. All these different things can be added to your stream as a source. All right, let's go into settings. We're going to start with general. General, I left pretty much everything at default, but one thing, if you want to record and stream at the same time, but you don't want to go down here and press record and go live, you can basically just check this box, automatically record when streaming, and every time you hit go live, you'll also start recording. That's really the only thing in general. Alright, now let's go into the stream settings. For stream type, you want to just leave it at streaming services. You don't want to do custom streaming server. For service, for the sake of this video, this is for streaming on Twitch, so I'd select Twitch. But if you're not, you got YouTube, you got Mixer, Facebook Live, Twitter, Periscope. All those are also valid options. For server, you want to leave it on auto. That's what's recommended. If you want to poke around and figure out what you think is closer to you, maybe you think that you can find something better than what's automatically selected, you can go ahead and do that. But I would just recommend putting it on auto. Your stream key, super important. It's basically what links your stream, okay, to OBS. So your Twitch account is linked to OBS through this stream key, which you can find on your Twitch dashboard. You can reset it as many times as you want. You can copy and paste it and throw it right here. Don't give this out to anyone, okay? Basically, if they get this stream key, they can stream from your account. They don't need any account info, just this stream key, okay? If you leak it, mess up a few characters, whatever, you can go back into your dashboard, reset, copy, paste a whole fresh new one right here. So that's basically all your stream settings. All right, let's go into output. So to start off, we're going to do video bitrate. Video bitrate is the amount of information your computer can process and stream live every second. I see a lot of video guides that say, for video bitrate, just use what works best for you. Well, it's not really helpful because I came to a video guide so you could tell me what works best for me. Well, I can't exactly tell you what works best for you, but I would advise start at 3000 and see if you drop frames. If you drop frames, then not all that you're streaming is actually being transmitted to your viewers. So it's getting lost in translation. So if you're losing frames, you want to probably, find that sweet spot by dropping about 100 frames at a time until you stop dropping frames. If you don't drop frames at 3000, you might be able to keep going up by 100 to improve that video bitrate until you start to drop frames. So kind of find that sweet spot that way. If you want to try to do the math here, I believe you can do a speed test for your internet, because that's what bitrate is based off of, is your internet. And you can do a speed test and basically multiply your megabit per second upload speed by 100. So mine was 40 megabits per second, multiplied by 100 was 4,000. I figured out that I could go up a bit more by testing it, and I'm at 4,250. So that's basically video bitrate. So I would mess with it with that method. Your encoder settings, basically you want to select NVENC if your processor is better than your graphics card. That's what more of your stream will use, is that piece of hardware. I can't use this drop down right now because I'm recording, but if you use this drop down bar, there's a second option called X264. That's if your graphics card is better than your processor. That's what you want to stream through. So figure out which piece of hardware is better and select that. For audio bitrate, you can just keep it at the default 160. I think the normal OBS might be defaulted at 180, so just leave it there. Just whatever's default, just leave it. If you want to record, okay, then you can record. What you want to do is you want to set a recording path, which is what file is my recording going to go to. So when I hit record and then I hit stop recording, where did that file go? So you'll hit browse and select whatever file you want that to be in, okay? Recording quality, just leave it at high quality, medium file size. Recording format, it's defaulted at FLV for some reason. I have times where it's corrupted, it won't go in editing, you know, softwares. I'm just like, why is it in FLV? So just change it to MP4. In my opinion, it's just a better format. And I've just had problems with it in the past. So that's just me. Maybe leave it at FLV, that's what it's defaulted. I put it to MP4 personally. But yeah, that's basically all of your output settings. Alright, let's move into the audio settings. Basically, I'd leave everything as it's defaulted. Maybe mic auxiliary device 1, you want to make sure that it's the microphone that you want the stream to pick up, which is my headset here. Let's go into video now. Base canvas resolution, just leave it at 1920 by 1080. Now the output scaled resolution, this is important. I'm only at 1080p for the sake of recording this video. But if you're a beginning streamer, you want to stream with a downscale of 1280 by 720. Basically, that's the highest you can stream at as a beginning streamer. If you're a partner, raise the output to whatever you want that you can handle to stream as. But if you're a partner, you probably don't even need this guide. So as a beginning streamer, 720p, okay? Downscale filter, bicubic, FPS type, common FPS values. Your common FPS values, 60 is obviously ideal, but you might need to stream, you know, at 30 or 48 FPS, and no one should even notice it on mobile. They might not even notice it on desktop if you're not playing some super highly graphic intensive game. But yeah, 60 is ideal, but you can face screen tearing, low FPS in games. So if that's the case, go down to 48 or 30. Find out what basically works for you to the point where it's not going to put drag on your game, affect your gameplay and your stream. Find out what FPS works for you that's not going to affect your personal gameplay, because that is not going to be, you know, a very viewable stream, as well as a fun stream for you to even play games at if you're constantly dropping frames in whatever game you happen to be playing. So I would suggest 30 or 48 if your computer is not too beefy. Let's go into hotkeys now. Basically, your hotkeys are used for like scene transitions. You can also show or hide sources. You can mute sound. You can turn sound on. You can stop stream with it. Basically, you choose to bind a certain key, and that key then has a function. So start streaming, maybe I want numpad 1. So whenever I hit numpad 1, my stream starts. For example, I just did backspace, I'll take that out. For example, I use F4 and 5 or F8 and 9 to switch between scenes. It's kind of fancy. It's nice to have these quick, clean transitions between scenes. But you can basically mess with all those and figure out how you can best use your hotkeys. Alright, let's go into advanced settings. I would pretty much leave everything as default, but there's two notable things on here, okay? There is stream delay, which you might want to put. It's just kind of a choice that will help you counteract like a worse internet connection. So you know, if you have that slower connection, it's gonna be a lower quality stream. But if you throw some delay on it, basically your computer has more time to process things, your internet has more time to process things the further away you stream from live. So you might want to put like a 5 to 20 second delay. If you're dealing with stream sniping, that's also a thing that can kind of help you out. The other thing would be the automatically reconnect option. I enabled it. I put retry delay at 10 seconds. Maximum retries was defaulted at 20, so I just left it. What that means is that if your internet maybe goes down or randomly kind of crashes and then quickly goes back up, every 10 seconds your stream is trying to search for that connection again and will automatically reconnect you and get your stream back up and running. So I basically left that as an option that I wanted to enable, so my stream will actively try to get back up every time my internet crashes or has this dip or spike or some sort of problem. So those are the only really two things in advance I would recommend. Scene collections, notifications, appearance, remote control. I don't mess with any of that, okay? So that's basically all the settings that you guys need to know about Streamlabs OBS. You know, if you guys have any other questions, just leave it in the comments. I'll do my best to answer all those. I'll leave my Discord, Twitter, Instagram down in like the description if you guys want to contact me about any specific questions. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll be uploading more videos about streaming, and I hope to see you guys next time.